know, we just spoke to Cal from New York because he can't be here today. So you're going to be speaking on his behalf. Could you explain me his paintings, or his artwork, I should say, because they're not paintings per se, I guess.
Yeah, they're not quite paintings. They're acrylic plexiglass constructions.
Ah, okay.
So they really utilize the light that comes in externally
Yeah.
through the surface of the piece, and it refracts around inside these sculptural objects of acrylic that are inside behind the surface.
Ah, okay. And so, and how long does it take to make a piece of this size? Like really, like if there's so many elements that are going into it.
The larger ones take about a week to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. About 2 weeks, eh? So is the process complicated, or is it just
Yeah, it's very, and each aspect of the piece is completely custom made.
Yeah.
So we build the entire things from scratch. So the entire box, everything inside the box, right to the finishing layers.
Yeah. And is there a theme into Cal's? What was the reason for Cal's doing this type of form of art? Was it just something, light refraction? What was it? His inspiration, really?
I really wanted to use light as a medium itself.
Yeah.
So having elements that are clear and fluorescent material that really capture the light and allow it to travel through to the edges of clear material. And
now let's get to your pieces. Now you got your pieces over here.
well, these are sculptural forms of paint, and they're suspended in clear prisms of hand-cast acrylic glass. Well, I was doing these before I met him, actually, and I wanted to break away from painting on canvas to do something three-dimensional.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to be able to view paint from all sides and angles and work with refractions and reflections in the piece.
Carnival, yes sir. Bacchanal, you've heard of October, Barbados Carnival. You couldn't imagine the way I was feeling to play Carnival in Barbados in the morning. Men jumping with couscous on their nose, jumping all about and basking the calypsos.
The landscape, you know, within 5 or 10K of your own home. So take that to heart, and yeah, there it is.
And then you use oil or acrylics?
Yeah, these are all oil.
Oil
Yeah,
painting.
yeah.
Wow, that's hard. Oil painting is hard to me, I find.
It's all hard, though. You know, it's there's everything. Every medium has its challenges, right?
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, what draws you I find your paintings have this peacefulness to it as well. Are you looking for a certain day or a certain daylight, or is it just depends on the day that you go out?
Well, yeah, I mean, it really is dependent on what you get. I mean, Mother Nature doesn't always cooperate, so you just take what you get, right? But somebody came into my booth yesterday and said they thought the paintings were really dreamy, which I thought was quite nice to hear. I don't know if I'm after dreamy per se, but certainly atmosphere is a big part of what I'm after. Mood, I mean, those are, you know, the big impression. That's kind of, as opposed to like more technical matters, that's what I'm after.
We're in your little boat here at the Queen West Rock Hall. Is this your first time?
Yes, this is my first time at this event.
Really, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, nice. So, glass blowers, I have this fascination with glass blowers. I have like fascination with glass, period. Anybody who works with glass.
Yes.
And so when I saw your exhibit, I said, oh, I'm in love with some of the artwork here. So what got you into working with glass? I mean, it's like dangerous, and you know, like I always get afraid of burning myself. What about you?
For sure. Yeah, you have to take the heat into consideration, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's something that you get used to, and you do adapt to like the studio environment and the radiant heat from the material. So it does get a little hot, but.
So who did you learn from? Is there like a class you take, or did you apprentice with somebody?
So for me, I actually started a program called the Crafts and Design at Sheridan College in Oakville. So it was a 3-year advanced diploma program. So they offered glass blowing, furniture design, ceramics, and textiles. So I was able to sort of dabble around in the studios and decide on which one I wanted to major in.
Yeah.
I don't know, honestly, out of left field, I chose to major in glass. I knew nothing about it. But after my first class, I knew instantly that that was the material that I wanted to pursue and use as my creation, right? Yeah.
So we spoke earlier about certain glass, other famous glass artists like Dan Bailey and Chihuly. So we also spoke about Chihuly and Sandra Ainsley Gallery here in Toronto. Do you draw inspiration from other glass blowers, or do you find your own voice? Is that what you're trying to do?
Definitely draw inspiration from other glass artists. I used to work at the Sandra Ainsley Gallery. I helped Sandra out with a lot of installations in her studio space there, so I got to witness some of the best glass in the world, really. Here.
This is a cool thing for kids, obviously, even for adults, because I'm tempted to do it myself.
Yes, please do.
So what brought this idea out?
This is Jeff Mansworth, my husband.
Yeah.
I'm here for him a little bit today. He's very interested in cars and how they affect our society.
Okay.
He is amazed at what the parts look like inside cars, and they're very beautiful. He's also concerned with transportation planning, that we try to keep a good quality of life. While we appreciate our cars, look at other options and that sort of thing. So he does workshops like this, just fun, with car parts.
Yeah.
He can go into schools and do entire curriculum related to that grade and what they're studying, cars in our society. He can go into an automotive program in a high school and work with those youth who are learning to